Still waiting for it. Oh, here comes Her Highness. You'll see what I mean in a second. Very slowly. Here she comes. And Her Highness in 3, 2, 2 3/4, 2 7/8, 2 15/16. Yeah. There's my girl. There's the princess. There's Her Highness. Hey, there's the girl. Hey, there's my girl. What a dog. There goes Lacey and my dad. They're just out getting some fresh air, so. Like, who's training who, eh? Like, really? That's something else. Here's what I got going on. Fur trade. What is the fur trade worth? It's not worth millions of dollars, people. It's worth billions. Billions and billions and billions with a B. So I got the thing in there. I won't get too close to it. No fur, how dare you? But yeah, the fur trade is worth billions of dollars. Now, okay, I gotta be quiet as I'm approaching the dam, just in case we hear some. Just gonna check my traps. Survey says. All right. We got a rabbit running around here. Okay. I can hear them chewing in there. I don't know if the camera picks it up or not. I believe they're coming out of there, but they haven't been out in a couple of days. Of course, the day before I set the trap, they were making all kinds of noise and everything. So this is where I'm going to be setting. Okay, that's pretty easy to get through. Gotta find a way on top of this beaver house. What's that sound I don't want to hear? Spread yourselves out, and if you hear cracks, lie down on your belly. Knock, knock. I have scaled the beaver house. It's the first beaver house I've been on in a long time. Okay. Now, let's see if I can see my other trap from here. Don't fall in there. That's their feeding station. Look at that mess they got here. But they're still coming out over there. You guys in there? That's your... I don't hear them. Alrighty, so somewhere around here there's going to be an entrance. I can see my other trap, so I don't have to go all the way over there. Well, I'll be pulling that trap, and that's going to go in somewhere over there. So I want to definitely get something there, but I don't want to step out there. You can see that. Bet you this would go through pretty quick. Where's the ice from here? Look at that. Yeah. That's why you don't trust the ice. All right, g'day, hi, and welcome. So I'm gonna go find some beaver stick whacker smackers. Yes, say that 10 times fast. You're coming for you, brother. Brother. All right, so Mad Trapper it is. Mad Trapper it does. Brother. Anyway, okay, so I'm gonna get out of here because the light is fading fast, and I got stuff to do. Don't you dare put snow down my back. This little guy. That's right. And that guy. So I already got snow down my back a couple of times already today. Now, how the hell do they get out of here again? I can never figure out the easy way out. Everybody else does. The animals do. Uncle does. But anyway, okay. Hey, hi, and welcome. What a disaster and a mess this is. Believe it or not, this is organized chaos. 3 more traps, no good. Those ones are just no good. But this is set up one for Beaver Blitzkrieg. I'm not going to bring it out today. I'm going to get that one done. I'm going to fix those 2. And I went over my old footage. Yes, I did have 8 conibears. But the problem is I lost 2, and I don't know where I lost them. I'm trying to think. I'm going over my old records and stuff like that. This is why you make a map of where everything goes. Now, what the heck is this monstrosity? Oh, it's already trapped something. Pretty effective. What is going on here? Got 130. Got Pippin foot. Got my one beast or the 110 trap and single jawed. And I've got my mink box, or marten box, sorry. And I'm going to bring it back. I'm not going to set it today, just going to bring it back. Knife of the day? There is no knife of the day. Why? Because I didn't bring a knife today. Rifle of the day? There is no rifle of the day. I'm going to be basically hauling stuff back. I'm in Beaver Blitzkrieg trapping mode, which means I'm going to have to get a whole bunch of stuff together for January 1st. That's my deadline. Hopefully I have everything done before that. But basically all my drowning sets, all my pole sets for the 330 conibears, I want them all done for January 1st. Because January and February, I just want to be ethically massacring beaver left, right, and center. This tree is my tree. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Watch nothing else gets on me. There's my little trap. So I'm not going to set it up today, but I'd like to set the run up today. I'm sure these guys can get up here nice and easy. I'm going to be setting for marten, mink. Might come up the tree a bit. Fisher and marten predominantly, so that's not too bad. Probably get rid of this one. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. Blocking the road, man. And I go up fairly high because the snow is going to be this high by the end of the summer. Or summer. Hopefully not by the end of the summer. End of the winter, sorry. Okay. All the stuff that's going to get me eyeballs. I'm going to leave those. I like a more natural look to it so that the animal's not as spooked. So just make the trail clear, that's all. I don't think I'll go up that high, but you never know. So yeah, somewhere up there. I don't need to go that high, but I can't believe I broke that. How did I break that? Like I haven't even had a chance to break it yet, and I already broke it. So somewhere around here, I guess. It's a bit of an angle. Whatever. Yeah, don't need to be that high. Right here would be good. Okay, maybe I'm not gonna go as high. Yeah, and then I got some stability. I could tie off on that. Got a nice runway. Yeah, that won't interfere with the trap. Yeah, that's going to be a nice setup. That's going to be pretty dandy. As long as the bait doesn't just roll out. I think I'm going to have to tie that bait in there. I'm going to be doing some tying. All right, so that's, I'll get that set up maybe tomorrow. We have a storm coming, so I'm going to put it right against the tree here because we can get 2 feet of snow and you'll never find your trap. So what I do is keep everything all together so you don't lose everything. And that little trap box over there, I got a rabbit that's like kind of stalking that little, he hasn't went in yet, he's going to go in eventually. People say rabbits are vegetarians. They're not. They're omnivores. They'll eat anything. Because snow down my back. So I'm going to relocate this trap. I've been seeing it for a while. What the heck? Is that more otters, man? I can't be more otters. I got to go explore that. What the hell is running around over there? I got to go check that out. Well, it's been about a week since I caught any fur. I have to relocate this trap too. I thought I saw fur there. I was like, fur. No. No fur. Relocate this trap. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. And gotta bring my axe back with me. We'll go to a deer track. Is that what it is? A little stuff's going up there, but it's just not going. Something's pulling my bait out of there. How dare they? How dare they? Little thieves. Yeah, okay, it's just a deer track. I want to check this out. We're supposed to be getting a mild spell again. Wow, did that ever go down? Look at the concave there. I don't know if the camera picks it up. Watch where I'm walking. Yeah, so that's... Look who left our wire here. I'll have to get that in the spring. Get it in the spring or else I'll use it next fall. I'm not too sure. That spillway didn't really work for me, so... just curious if anything is using that, even though I don't have any traps there. So right now I'm in a set with, and that's running good. Yeah, it's solid, so they're done. Oh, what's this? How far down is the water? Oh, yeah, okay. Wow, that's still, everything's still going down. That's about 2-3 inches. But nothing's coming up through it, so I definitely would not trust walking on this. It's nice out today. It's like -5 or something like that. I'd like to get something right in that little stream right there. Right there. If it was built up a little more, it'd be perfect. You get yourself a good ambush. Oh, got a trail out there. I'll take this guy's trail. Probably a brutally handsome guy that probably made this trail. I think it was me. Alright, so so much for being quiet. Alright. It's weird, you know, when you start walking, you do this for a while, then you start walking on like level ground. It's just like really, it's really different. Yeah. Alright, so I thought I'd relocate this axe here. Moving a lot of stuff around today. Got bunny squatches out there. Oh, you know I've had this conversation before. Alright. Survey says no beaver. What? How could there be no beaver? But I left it there for you. Well, I'll put this guy right here so I don't lose him. And oh, I got a hole over there. So I may have an entrance there and there. There might be 2 on this one. What went over here? See, he didn't go through, did he? Bunny Squatch. Bunny Squatch went through my trap without getting caught. And oh, you don't say no. 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 Wild chicken tracks. Went through without getting... Wow, it's the wild chicken's fault. I knew it. Yeah, bunny squatch went through there. Which is okay, because I don't want to catch rabbits anyway. Something I've been telling you guys about how you set your triggers. If I set that the other way around, I would have caught whatever went through here. But you see a bunny squatch went through, and that's okay. But a wild chicken, he just did it on purpose. In broad daylight. Is it like, who does he think he is? I'd laugh if I caught a wild chicken in a trap. That'd be like a first. Okay. And see if we wait and listen. It's quiet. I guess they're listening for me. I'm listening for them, they're listening for me. Okay, so anyway, I got that done. Now what I need to do is see how my other trap's doing. I really don't trust the ice that much, so it's easier going here than it is trying to climb through all that stuff. So it looks like we've got movement there. That's where I busted around through yesterday. So they were there today. Or the den of a mad trapper. I'm not too sure what the heck's going on here. Got poles everywhere. Got that. Got evidence here. What is that monstrosity? Got poles. Got some wood drying. This is the next one up, so that'll get that worked. But what the heck is going on here? We're going to get back to this one. What the heck is this all about? Traps all over the place. I don't know, guys. I don't know. So let's have a look over here. Wow. It's so dark in here. I go, like, the light's already on. I'm going to turn on the light again. It's like, you turn it on brighter. Well, what a monstrosity. So those three traps I know are no good. I reset this one, or half set it. And this is one of the fixer-upper traps, so it's not really fixed. I would like to have that second one there, but that might be okay. I think that might be okay with, you know, that's still good coverage. Not great coverage, but it's good coverage. Should allow for a good capture. Maybe I'll put something else in there to kind of make it work better. But let me show you, getting ready for my beaver blitzkrieg. I just did this one, so it's pretty straightforward. This is my lucky trap here. This trap, it's still not perfect. It's still not properly. I bought it. I just started using it. It does have wax on it, but it's not properly browned or rusted. So what I did is I just tie, you know, shave up the pole. Not a big pole. This is just more for to hold it in place, really. And I'm going to put some bait right about here. I'll show you when I'm done. And I just got the chain up here, and then I will loop onto this chain, directly onto this chain, and tie it off on the shore somewhere where it's going to go. This is just to hold it to the pole, so the chain isn't flopping down into areas and setting it off or whatever. So I'll do that. But I want that nice and taut so that it doesn't go any lower than that. There's enough knots on here. I don't think it will, but yeah, maybe tie it a little bit tighter than that, but not so tight that it snaps this. It's just the idea is that it keeps the chain up for you. And then yeah, I'll just set it. Make sure when you do set it, which I'll get a better video when I put them in, I'll get a better video, but basically your trigger right there where my toe is going to be to the outside, not to the inside. So the bait is going to be on the pole here, and I'll show you when I'm done. But I got the one trap. I got to there, leave that on the wall. Those two are ready to go. Those are the ones traps I brought back the other day. That trap's not going to be used again. Okay, so you see I got my pole sets getting ready. Got the chain tied up out of the way, so it's not going to interfere with the trigger when I'm setting it. But now, when I go to set it, I've got one thing I got to do. And, well, more than one thing I got to do. I got to make sure that I don't get caught. Now, the good news is that because it's on the pole, it's not going to spring when you set it off. The idea with these things is when you hit the trigger, it springs in the direction of the trigger, right? You never want to get your hands near these if you can help it. So right now, the only thing I can do to set this is I have to press down on it like that. I really don't like that setup because right now my safeties could be compromised being in an oddball situation like that, where when you set it when the springs are out straight, you can do that. But sometimes when it's like that, it adds an extra tension that you can't deal with. So we're going to come back to our grooves. This way you never have to put your hands near the jaws at all. Pull it in like so, and make sure you have room for your trigger and your dog. Okay, ease the tension off, and there you go. Now you've got a, even though the safeties are on there, sometimes these safeties break or whatever, don't get near it. That's ready to go. And you can play around with your springs wherever you want them. But now, if I want to unset it and save the triggers, here's what I'm going to do. Just take this, right, grab each jaw, okay, squeeze, pull that out of the way. There, see, that safety failed. And I've got my tongs. There you go. So, there you go. See what I mean? Like, you can't trust the safeties. Proof. Never trust the safeties. Never trust the safeties. And again, these springs probably, again, 140, 200 pounds, whatever they are. If you think you're just going to be able to manhandle your way out of them, not going to happen like that. So, this reset, semi-reset. So when I take them out, it's a lot easier on me. But I can't see what I'm doing here. Okay, this one. Normally I don't do it from this angle here, so a bit of a pain, but a lot harder on these. I'm gonna go with that. Can't get into my trap. Try like that. And you see the value of these things already. That could have been a really bad mishap out in the bush. I can't get that. Just can't get the angle here. Like that one. That's right where I need it to be. Okay. Anyway. Pull this out of there. It's pain in the ass getting that back in, so but anyway, that's what I've got going on. It's too slippy. Oh, it's so freaking slippy. Go with that. Next back on. There we go. So you can see, you can't rely on the safeties ever. The idea is to keep your hands away from, right now the jaw's closed, so my fingers are not near where the spring, trap and spring. But you can see that these things aren't trustworthy at all. And there you go, I'll just put this back in as well. But anyway, that's the second time I've showed you. I mean, these traps are not super old. I mean, fairly new. That's the second time I've shown you how why not to trust the safeties. You know, like I'm while I'm explaining it to you, but it just shows you that the possibility of a failure rate is actually that's twice this year that safeties have failed me. Once there, and then once on a smaller trap like that. But anyway, that's what you got. Now, mind you, because these things are more awkward to deal with now. I mean, when they're on the ground like that, no problem. But when you're going to be dealing with the poles, you really want to make sure that you utilize this to set everything so that if it springs on you, you're okay. For example, this trap, when I test that trap, because that trap has seem to have a faulty trigger on it or whatever, or the catch, I'm not sure which is the dog, what part's not working properly. But anyway, I wanted to show you that so that you guys could see how it's going to do, and that's all I'm doing for tonight anyway. Because when you preset everything, not so bad, but like you see while you set it, it crushes it down. It takes even a little more. What I think happens is when the spring springs, it basically, I'll get in better lighting so you can see me. When the spring springs, the acceleration of the spring springing moves the safety out of the way. I think that's what happens. But that said, if there's like 200 pounds or 100 pounds or 80 pounds or 120 pounds, whatever those spring tensions are at, that, you know, just that springing could bust one of those anyway. So don't rely on them. Use them, but don't rely on them. But that's why all those tough guys out there trying to set everything by hand and all that, I mean, number one, you're going to end up with pulling muscles in your hand and stuff like that. You got a tool like that, buy the tool. It's even the cheap one's better than nothing. I'd recommend the better one with the rubber handles like that because they work better. But when your trap sets are getting a little bit complicated and awkward like that, it just, that way you're not, because I see guys, they're pushing their knees on it, they're set the things on their laps, and I mean, if that catches you, can you imagine that thing on your lap when it sprung like that? That would definitely, at best, it would catch your leg, at best. If it catches something else, that's it. And again, you can't, you see how hard that would be to get it off you if it was entangled in that, in basically wire. That's why you always wire in your traps, your conibears last, so that if you did catch it on you, you could get home, at least with a trap on you.